I don't think they're that talented to grow like a silicone nose implant naturally.
Overnight.
Yeah, overnight. Yeah, and like pre-debut photos. That's the thing about Korea. They get those plastic surgeries so young.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can
But isn't there some sort of a legal age where you cannot just do plastic surgery?
One day we'll set away bell sounds to kiss a girl.
Hi guys, I'm Anne.
And I'm ZUZU.
Welcome to
Comeback Corner.
Yay! So last week we talked about our weekly 17 segment and how we have to keep up with our 17.
But last week, do we need to do a recap?
Oh yeah.
Well, we spoke about last week in general.
Mm.
I think 17, the urge to talk about 17 is very high.
Yeah, it's more important than a
Yes.
recap.
Recap, whatever.
Yes.
But we spoke about, I think, your ultimate goal here. Going solo.
Going solo, la la
La
la
la la
la.
la. No solo. Yeah. And it just came out today when we're filming it.
Yes.
So I'm curious what people think. Let us
People,
know.
we need to know your views.
Let us know in the comments. We want to know what you think about our thoughts on solo, going solo, different groups.
Solo versus groups. What do you like more? Do you like more solo concepts or do you guys like more group concepts? So, yeah,
Let us know.
let us know in the comments.
Do you have your favorites? Soloists or someone who went from a group to a solo? We're really curious because I think we just mentioned a few
artists? Jenny, Jungkook,
GD. I think like Blackpink girls in general, but there's so many more. So maybe there's someone we don't know about.
Rover.
Yeah,
Rover.
there's.
He had
I
a
think,
whole album.
I think it's endless. So let us know your favorites.
Yes.
You know ours, and yeah, we're looking forward to reading those comments because at the moment I don't.
Comments are more important.
I
Like
don't
we check each and every comment. So like whatever you guys think,
Yeah.
your thoughts, your processes, we will check anything and everything.
We love it. Actually, like comments, any like story replies, messages. I love reading it. It's so
Yeah.
nice to find people who are interested in K-pop as well.
Yeah, because we've told like we live in UK and there's like a less community for people
Yeah.
like us and we get judged very easily.
True. Very
So
true.
we just want like to be like friends with people who have similar tastes,
Exactly.
but like our age, not too young.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoever wants to message us, and we'll see if we're gonna reply.
we always reply.
We do. We love getting your
yeah.
messages. So guys, let us know.
Let us know.
Everything.
Message, comment, anything you guys want. We're gonna respond to that. We are not like 17.
You
we
can-
don't
we don't reject-
ignore people.
Don't reject people.
We don't reject people.
Yes, we're very friendly. At least online. In person might be a different story, but
Not so friendly.
yeah. But yeah, let's move on to our weekly segment, which name was very long. It was like I'm gonna try my best. It was M and ZUZU's 17 weekly bias lineup update.
Yes.
I made it.
Yes.
I think we should make it shorter because that's a really long name.
17 update. Just 17 update.
Bias update.
17 biases.
Okay, hit us with your updates. Anything happened? Anything changed?
No, I think I started developing a little crush on Joshua.
Joshua. Why? What?
Whoa. Yeah, because of that, and I think I just saw like Mnet and stuff and all the countdowns, and he's looking very
great.
pretty.
Very pretty.
Oh,
I think he's always been looking pretty, but this comeback and the hair changes.
Amy.
So many.
I read somewhere. I wrote somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing in her free time, just like on X and like writing good. Joshua hair today. He changed from this to that, making all these edits, guys. Just
I'm
for
the one who
you.
Yes, that's me. No, I read somewhere like he did like some different hair color during performance, but during like Mnet and Countdown and stuff, he had blonde
I've
hair and
seen
then different hair
it.
color. So he's just changing in like backstage or somewhere.
Yes, for performance, for his daily life, different. Wow.
I can't keep up, Joshua. Like you need to give.
I hope his scalp can keep up.
I hope he's not getting bored by any chance,
Doesn't look like it, but
or he can get fake hair done.
true. Very true. So Joshua entering your lineup slowly.
Yes.
To be fair, for me, I don't think anything changed either. Like I'm still in my Vernon phase a little bit, and I feel like Juni's like slowly coming back. But I think it's because of the song.
Yeah.
Gemini, and also like the performances, he's looking great. But then Gemini, that's the one I've had on loop recently.
You know what I did too, but that since Jeonghan military photos and videos were out, I was just looping on Jeonghan solo.
Song, yeah.
Umyong.
Young.
Oh,
But yeah,
Destiny. He's really making my destinies up.
I mean
They were lost
the
since
face.
Jeonghan was gone. Yeah, I think he's the most prettiest military person ever I've seen.
A soldier.
Oh,
military
person.
I don't think if you go, maybe I don't think they're soldiers to be fair. If they're just doing 3 weeks.
Yeah, so military
enlistment trainee. Yeah, he's so beautiful. Yeah, that is true. I don't think I've ever seen
and
someone.
he knows he was smirking. He knows everybody.
I've seen that as well. I swear it's so cute. But yeah, he knows he's the main event for
he's
sure.
He's still skinny. How come you're doing military training?
But he did like just 3 weeks or so. So he's still like living his normal life.
Best life.
Yeah, and speaking of beauty,
today's episode is about beauty standards
in K-pop.
Yeah,
which is can be quite a controversial topic. Like speaking about beauty standards. Oh, you know what I seen the other day? You know the Honda guy. He does like
Honda guy.
Honda.
Which Honda guy?
Not Honda. Honda.
Oh, Hongdae guy.
Honda guy.
Yeah,
Honda guy. And he does serious videos sometimes to like just talking. And I think it was the first one I came across, and he was like, "Oh, I don't swear." He's swearing in that. I don't swear.
I think his most controversial one was Black and Yellow, and then he.
No, it wasn't like a joke video. He does like normal videos, just like him without the persona. He's just talking. And I've seen a video of him, which was like about beauty standards, and he was like, he said like, be off Korean beauty standards and like worry about your own beauty standards, and like every country has their own beauty standards, and you don't need to like criticize. So I just want to say,
we are not criticizing.
We're not criticizing.
We're not analyzing.
We're not. Yeah, we're not like
saying it's a
giving
bad thing.
opinions or anything. We're just trying to be a bit more informative in this episode. Like obviously everyone's got beauty standards. Every country, every region, culture
has different beauty standards.
So we're not here to judge it. Just like to get it from the start. But we are gonna talk about beauty standards in K-pop. And I think something we mentioned last week, K-pop is very, or like we mentioned a few times,
it's very idealized culture in like South Pacific Asian regions, but also like now that the influence is coming globally towards like Western side, we can see it. Like idols are treated as idols now. Like I saw this video of like N-Hyphen when they were coming from the airport, and the fans went like super crazy behind them.
Yeah,
they broke the airport doors and stuff. So
I've seen the doors.
That's a very scary situation.
Yeah, and like visuals in general, whether it's like the performance or like the whole music video, how it's designed, but also like individual idols. It is like a very visual industry in all the senses.
Yeah,
And like to the point that you have a position of visual in a group.
yeah. Yeah, there's like so many like for 17, for example, that group has a lot of visual. I think that's a visually good person, but then if the main guy would be Mingyu, because Mingyu has nice visuals.
No, I think what's interesting, like for visual, because like you cannot judge visuals like objectively when it comes to if they're pretty or not, because it's very subjective. But it's like a visual is a person who matches Korean beauty standards the best in K-pop.
Yeah,
And that's why it was created. And it's like to the point that some people, I think like Jin from BTS,
yeah,
he was casted just because of his looks. Like, I mean, obviously
He's
he
worldwide
learned,
handsome,
he
so-
worked really hard. He's great now. But I think the main reason he got like casted into Big Hit and then BTS was because he looks so great.
yeah.
You know, he matched those standards. So
Yeah, that's definitely some sort of beauty standards and idol culture that we are aware of it, but we don't talk as openly as like
yeah.
people should be talking about it. But then yeah, I mean, it's the industry, so we cannot change it, or we cannot like criticize it. If this thing is happening for a reason, it's making money, it's generating some sort of publicity, then I'm sure they are doing something right. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so. There must be.
but yeah, beauty.
Beauty. But we mentioned like visual, they match Korean beauty standards. It's so important in K-pop as well. Maybe let's talk. What are those beauty standards?
Yeah,
Because there's like, it's very specific. There's a whole list of
list of
standards. Like
beauties.
what is the Korean beauty standards? And it can be very different when you look at the Korean beauty standards compared to Western or any other country. So we got a little cheat sheet. Just so we don't miss anything.
So it's like you need to have pale, clear, glassy skin. That's like a must.
Yes, the glass skin, the glow. And I think the pale part, it's something, if you compare it to the Western world or many countries, like I think possibly UK too, and US or just more Western cultures, I think more like tan is idolized.
Yeah.
Like I can say I can see my colleagues or like friends, they get fake tan
Yeah.
or just, and it's like a very common practice. Like people even here, like in the UK, there is this kind of thought process. Oh, I'm tan, I look better.
Yeah, it's like when you're 10 in like Western country, they think 10 is more exotic. That's the feeling. And like,
Oh yeah, it's given like the vibe. Oh, I went on holiday.
yeah,
Yeah.
I went on a holiday. I was chilling by
Yeah,
the beach.
by the bed and just tanning. And in Korea, on the other hand,
Yeah,
you
they
want
like
to
to cover
pale.
themselves well.
They like to cover themselves. They like to be
Even
pale.
while swimming, like they need to cover themselves up.
Yes.
I mean, I get it. Like, yes, like even while swimming, because of like some people don't like to show off skin. I mean, for me, I would still cover up, but then it's just like they cover up from head to toe.
Yeah, it's a very different culture. Very different. And they have the, like, even if you go to a Korean shop and you look at swimming suits, it's very different
Yeah.
than like
Here.
bikinis and
Yeah.
yeah. So pale skin, very important.
Yeah.
Then the face.
I almost compare ZUZU to Uzi.
Yeah.
So like, who's got
Always winning. I'm still trying my best. I'm gonna
I tell ZUZU.
I'm gonna get you, Izzy. But then I feel like also like naturally just putting SPF on, you cannot really cheat your natural skin color as
Yeah.
well. So unless you use
it's
some
that IU injections.
yeah, but then it's not the natural part anymore. So okay, pale skin,
Then slim face.
slim face.
And that
V.
V
Yes,
jawline.
uni V. Especially like it's interesting when you compare it to Western men, because here men want to have like really angular jaw, like
Yeah,
very,
like showing off nice
yeah, more like
cheekbones.
square.
Yeah.
And in K-pop, and also like with for the face, which is interesting, for them it is very important to have a small face.
Yeah.
It's like a beauty standards. People with small face, they're very idolized. Like I was watching this model. She's Polish, but she's been living in Korea and she's working as a model. She was saying that very common compliment in Korea she would get because she's got a really small face. Like when she would get her hair and makeup done, is those people who are working on it would like take a fist and like would compare it to the size of her face and like, oh, like your face is like a size of a fist. And
Whoa.
so like having a small face, this is very desirable.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is interesting. I think, do people care here that much about like in general your face size or head size?
No, I've never no, they care about their hairline here.
They do, but I think you Korean men especially, they do
Yeah.
care about their hairline as well.
Hairline is a must. Okay.
I think hairline is like a very
generic
universal
Yeah.
word, like, topic people care about, and especially if it starts to be thinning, receding. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's hairline, and then the other part would be having double eyelid.
Oh yes, I don't think it's something people care about here at all. But maybe
Because
outside of Asia, people just have double eyelids.
I think I have 4 or 5 eyelids.
Wow.
You got
You
double
just-
eyelids.
Yeah, but you just beat the game.
Yeah, beat the game with double eyelids.
Quadruple eyelids. Wow.
Wow.
I want to know why that is though. Like, is it for makeup purposes, for example? Because it's true, like, if you don't have double eyelids, your makeup, it's really hard to do eye makeup. Like, maybe not hard, but it's very different. And you cannot go to those crazy, like, lots of colors and stuff.
Oh, that might be the case.
But I don't know if that's the case or is like any other reason behind it. But yeah, double eyelids, staying on like your face area. Ooh, straight, small nose.
Oh,
They wanted to have like that
SM nose.
high nose. Oh yeah, SM nose. Just like SM nose, hype nose. People were at one point joking that hype just got the nose implants in bulk, and
Now
everyone's getting
Hype
the same.
has their own clinic
Oh, that is true. You can get all your procedures in
done
house.
in just Hype. You don't even need to step outside Hype.
Yeah.
They have their own cafeteria. I'm sure they have their own like rest places where they can sleep.
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. Now there's a clinic
There's a
inside.
clinic you can get. I'm sure it's like normal medicine as well.
I remember
But-
you sending me on Instagram. You was like, "Oh, now all the K-pop pilots will have their surgeries done there
in house. Yeah, that's what I said.
In-house.
In house hype plastic surgeries. But this is like a very controversial. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I love talking about plastic surgeries. I do. I like
That's
this
our
topic.
favorite topic.
I do. Okay, yeah, we'll get to it. But let's yeah, stay on track.
Mm.
Small nose, then moving eyes, nose, lips.
Lips like Cupid. Small.
Cupid, very like pouty,
but small.
not wide. Yeah. And
small.
here, like everyone's getting lip fillers, injections, and you want like huge, but not only like up, down, but also to the sides. You want like it's not the small like pouty. No, it's
No,
not the like
it's
you want
massive.
you want it to.
It's very prominent on face that okay.
Yes, yeah.
Especially I feel like it's more sort of culture due to like Love Island and stuff where like
true.
all the women have similar aesthetic
Yeah.
features, like they have like big lips, big massive lips. They have got like nice tan on, they have like nice hair done.
True, very very similar. Even like with different like overall ideas behind different body parts or like parts of your
But-
image are very
yeah.
very similar.
What I've noticed is like the hair, they always need to like, even in Western culture and even in like K-pop culture as well.
Yeah.
Hair is very important. Like even
Hair
if,
is important.
yeah, in Love Island and stuff, you can see girls spending hours and hours.
There's this always like them getting ready.
Yeah, spending hours and hours on hair.
But that is true because I remember there was a video, I think, of Kim Kardashian. They asked her what she would rather go without, like no makeup or no hair done, and she was like, "I don't care. I can go like no makeup
No
sometimes,
makeup,
but
yeah.
hair changes everything."
Yeah,
So, hair.
hair is like one.
But I don't think hair is like specifically a part. You want to have good hair. I think hairline is because it can change your face shape essentially.
True, that's true.
So it is a part
So,
of Korean standard in
yeah.
a way.
Oh well.
What else? What else? Oh, we're moving from our face to
Body, yeah.
slim.
So and like
They want to be very slim, right?
slim. Men, women, no
Slim,
matter what, they just
tall
wanna-
ideally, but if you're not tall, the proportion is very important.
Mm.
I remember I think it was like a tailor who made BTS's outfits for one of the performances, and he was praising Jimin very much because Jimin is not that tall. He's like 174 or something like that.
Mm.
But he was saying like his proportion, he's slim, he's got long legs, long arms, and even if he's not that tall, because of his really good proportions, he looks tall.
He looks tall.
And that is important for them.
Mm.
But I think like good proportion, it's something desirable everywhere.
Yeah.
The only difference, I don't think here people want to be like essentially just
That
slim.
slim, yeah.
I think more like
Here it's
curvy body type.
Yeah, your curvy body is like much appreciated than a slimmer.
Yeah, also more like buffed up, even like for girls being toned, having some muscle.
Yeah, that's like very important. That shows the signs like they are into fitness.
Yeah.
They're going gym.
While in Korea, obviously to keep your slim figure, you often have to work out, but you don't really see muscle,
Yeah.
even if there are
They-
muscles.
like K-pop idols, they just look so skinny.
So
Sometimes I
skinny.
fear for them. Like they.
There was this exhibition in London about
Yeah.
Korean culture, and they had some of the outfits of like actual outfits.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And there was
remember.
Espa one. Oh
Yeah.
my god, the clothes are so tiny in person. Like tiny. I was shocked. Very different. Like
That-
even
the
here.
waist size would be that much. Probably shorter than that.
Yeah, but also like Koreans, they have in general smaller body frames, like bone structure wise.
Yeah.
So that's
But
also
then,
the
yeah,
difference.
when we went to Korea, we noticed like people there are different sizes, right?
They're normal. Like it's very
It's just
normal.
as normal as any of us. It's just like
I
because
think we're quite shocked.
like K-pop culture has highlighted women being that slim.
Yeah,
that
and
we thought like that would
Everyone's
be the case
gonna be
everywhere.
slim, skinny,
Yeah,
and they're normal people like here,
yeah, they were just normal, and we were
all
shocked.
shape and sizes.
Yeah. We were shocked. I'm like, did we see this is the Korea like we are supposed to be? But we went to like different parts of Seoul, so not just like one area. So
it's just rare, normal, quite.
yeah, it's just like even in Uniqlo we went, there were like obviously the sizes started very small, but then you would still find sizes going large and above. So
Yeah, I think, but even if you're extra large, it is different than extra large here, but still.
yeah, I think body standards. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there in their culture, like slim bodies are appreciated, but there are bodies of each and every sizes. So
Yeah, I think like
K-pop can be
the media or what I've seen
Yes.
before we went, I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be just tiny clothes. We want to be able to go shopping, and it was fine.
Yeah,
It was pretty much fine.
and also in terms of like when we think about like Korean people or Asian people, we think like they're gonna be bit shorter and slimmer, but then people over there were like taller than us.
We're just short.
We were just short people.
Yeah, what else what else? I think small face, we spoke about that. High
Yeah.
nose bridge, golden ratio.
Like
Oh
very
yeah.
smooth skin.
Facial symmetry.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Apparently it's like really big compliment to hear in Korea. Your face is very symmetrical. Yeah.
Mine's not. I've checked it.
Yeah, mine's not either.
So yeah.
I don't think it's something like you would pay attention here.
Yeah, but I've seen like on Instagram or somewhere someone did an analysis of Bella Hadid's face, and apparently she's got like very symmetrical faces.
But bad. It's just like
Model.
she has like all the things done. No, I'm not saying in a bad way, but she even said it. Like she got
Yeah.
her nose done. Like she got plastic surgery. So obviously, in that sense,
Symmetry.
I mean, if she paid that much, it better be symmetrical and looking nice, right?
Yeah, true.
Oh, right, you know what's one of my pet peeves? When I see, it's gonna be so bad.
Go on.
So yeah, I really appreciate. I haven't had any plastic surgeries yet, but if I have, I'll be this person who's very proud of it. Because I feel like if you pay for it, you should be proud of it, right?
Yeah.
And I had friends who had nose jobs, and they were like talking about it openly, and they're so excited to get it. And she would send me photos, like just after when they're all like swollen and being so happy. So I think that's my approach very much as well. If I ever got plastic surgery, I would be yapping about it everywhere. I'd be like, I'm gonna look so
This
beautiful.
nose was costing me that much.
And look how amazing it is. And actually, speaking of noses and my pet peeve, when I see a person who's got a really nice plastic surgery nose, I really appreciate well done nose. If I see it, it's beautiful. I'm like, wow, bravo to that plastic surgeon. Noses are difficult. I was a child, I watched botched on like E. So I know noses are difficult. I've learned a lot from those doctor was like Terry Dubrow and Paul.
Yeah,
I did watch it. So I know noses are difficult. Your nose can fall off. That was my childhood watching plastic. So okay, going back to my pet peeve. When I see a well done nose, but then like they look up or something and you can see their nostrils
Oh yeah.
and they're not even. That pisses me off so much. How can you pay for a nose, get like a really nice nose, but then
not
it's
have not make it symmetrical enough.
Yeah, like from the outside it looks fine, but then when they put their like head up, you can see their nostrils are like completely like off center. I hate that.
No.
And I don't remember. There are some idols who get that. I'm not gonna point fingers. I'm not gonna put myself in this situation because I know fans are very. There are fans who are very much defensive about their idols getting surgery. So I'm not. Maybe we'll get there later. I don't know. But yeah, that's my pet peeve. If you're paying for a nose, you better get a perfect nose, right? If you're like all natural and you have off your nose is crooked, I don't care. Like nature is beautiful as well. But if you're paying, unless you pay, maybe they pay for having crooked nose.
Oh, maybe that's the thing in K-pop.
I don't think it's even. It's like everywhere. Sometimes beautiful nose, and then the inside when you look,
it's not even.
No.
Oh,
that's sad. But yeah, this yeah nose. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, one thing you mentioned, like body hair, like facial hair, body hair.
Yeah.
Smooth.
So smooth. Nothing.
Even
smooth.
then, like no facial hair. There were some interviews with idols, like male idols, who would get laser hair removal on their faces, and then it would never like grow back. And they would like the company or the place they went together. They were like, "Oh, 1 year it's gonna come back," and I never came back.
Nope.
Poor boys that can't have.
But then there
facial
are
hair.
some idols who's got facial hair, like you know that Siwon from Super Junior.
Oh yeah, but he's older, I guess. Yeah.
He's got nice facial hair.
There's this really fun. I think it was like AI ChatGPT, our favorite. Just like they would send photo of a night. I don't remember who that was. Might have been Jeonghan or I don't know why I'm thinking like it was either Jeonghan or Suga. And they send like a picture now, and they ask ChatGPT to generate a picture in like 40 years, and there's like this. Or not, maybe not for like 20 years. There's this older guy, facial hair and stuff, and then but he's a K-pop idol, and then the AI would change it so much, like no facial hair, everything different, looking so young.
Whoa.
So even I is very aware of Korean beauty standards in K-pop and all.
Yeah. Well.
But if we talk about those beauty standards, maybe let's, because we listed it. Maybe let's talk about which idols actually match those beauty standards, who are the ones who are those main
The
visuals
visual
of
people.
K-pop.
Yeah, that's true.
So should we start girls, boys? What do you think?
Boys.
Boys. We mentioned worldwide handsome
Jin.
Jin.
He's got exceptionally good face.
Yes.
Good height, good proportions.
Those broad shoulders, very
And then
important as well.
skinny as well.
Skinny, tall. I think, to be fair, when you learn what the visual is, and then you kind of start know who the visuals are, you kind of start noticing
Like,
similarities
yeah.
and like what those beauty standards are.
Yeah.
And I remember there are so many people who were not aware that the visual is matching the Korean beauty standards rather than being attractive.
Yeah.
And there were people like asking why this person is not a visual and that, and but then like you learn it's that beauty standards.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jin, Chaonu.
Oh yeah, definitely him. I think he's like one of the most popular guy in terms of beauty standards. Like people want to look like him, and there's just like constant need to, like if you are compared to Chaono, then you're like, wow, you've done your best.
Yeah, and also I think in a way probably that is the reason that he kind of outgrew his group he came from as
True.
well.
Yeah.
Because if we think about
Astro,
it's not that popular.
Yeah.
But Chaonu
is like really
I
popular.
think I knew Chaonu before, and I had no idea at the beginning that he was from a group.
Same.
I knew Chaonu.
From
I followed
Beauty.
him. Yeah, exactly, as an actor mainly.
Yeah, that's all I knew. But then he's an idol as well. But I think it's just he's visually, and you can see he's like very good looking visually.
Yes, but boys, girls. Who are the girls? Oh, Jisoo.
Jisoo,
big one.
Yeah, and Jisoo is like really pretty. I knew straight away when I first saw Blackpink, like she's really pretty. But then Jennie, on the other hand, she's got that baby face.
Jennie is beautiful as well, but yeah, it's again like I think so many people find Jennie pretty, and she was so popular in Korea, but she wasn't a visual because it's a different kind of beauty,
and
like
also,
different features than Jisoo, who matches those
and
standards
Jisoo
better.
was meant to do movies because of her facial features.
Yeah, that's
and then
the thing.
She got
when you think about many idols who are visuals, they go into acting.
But Jisoo was selected for acting, but then
was she?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
nice.
she was selected for like working in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And becoming an actor, but then it somehow involved her into going into Blackpink.
I'm glad. I like her voice.
Yeah.
I like Jisoo. She and her character as well. Like she's very very fun. Jisoo Irene also big one.
Oh yeah,
Red Velvet Irene. Yeah.
Big name.
Big name.
Yeah, and also Yuna from SNSD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her. Like I didn't know Yuna was part of SNSD. I've seen her in
right?
so many movies and drama as well. Like I didn't know she was part of a girl group until I've just searched. Like I was deep dive into her like a series or something, and I googled about her. That's when I came to know. But then I've noticed a lot of girls from SNSD are doing movies now, like movies or series.
Yeah, true.
So that
but they're very beautiful. I think also like many visuals, if you think about it, maybe that's why then they do movies and they kind of sometimes outgrew the groups because they are kind of that attractive for more general public in Korea.
Yeah,
I think they're getting more opportunities as well, like being
more
on like TV shows, more advertisements, as you said.
And also, like the recent one would be Wonyoung from.
Oh yeah, like I've seen so many videos of people really loving her in Korea. Also, children like they're really idolizing her. And at the end of the day, well, I mean, probably you don't want your children to idolize people based just on their looks, but it is something that like catches your attention first. Yeah. So it is important.
It is important.
Like it is a common knowledge that we maybe if we shouldn't obviously, but the first impression is the visual.
Visual, yes. The visual should be giving. Also Suzy as well, now that I remember. Suzy, I've
Yeah,
seen her in movies. I didn't know she was part of a girl
beautiful.
group.
Kids idolizing her. Oh yeah, I said I did. Yeah, like you don't want your kids to idolize someone just based on the way it looks. But I
Yeah.
feel like at the end of the day, whether you're an adult or a child, it is something. The looks is something you notice first.
In look wise, I feel like when I notice someone, I just notice their fit. I think
Oh yeah,
I think that's the most important one, and how tall they are. I think that's just personally that's my beauty standard type. It can change, it can vary. It's like very natural for anyone to have love for short kings.
yeah. I think everyone's got their own beauty standard.
Yeah, so for me that's like fit and how tall they are. And yeah, obviously if their face is
Yeah, because I
beautiful.
think obviously there are those kind of more you try to objectify it in a way.
Hmm.
So that's why we have Korean beauty standards and just like a set of rules.
Yeah,
But it doesn't mean everyone in Korea actually follows that and like it's their beauty standards because beauty is very subjective at the end of the day.
true. When we went to Korea, we saw a lot of like people, just like normal
Just
people.
normal people, and I think how media portrays it, and people also like people on the internet that there is this Korean beauty standard and everyone's gonna look like a certain way. And obviously there are lots of people you can see like they are kind of trying to achieve that and they're trying to achieve a very similar look. But
Yeah.
they're just majority is normal people.
Yeah, it's just normal people, normal body type, normal like facial structure as well. Oh, there's this one TikTok. This one like lady who goes to Korea,
No.
and
What?
so
Which one?
it's a very famous TikTok. So
Hmm.
what this lady is, obviously she's from America, like she's from Western culture,
Yeah.
and then she goes to Korea and she makes a video of like Korean men, like, oh, this is
Oh my
not what we've seen
god.
in like
Yeah,
movies
I
and K
think
dramas. And I just think, like, you know what, when they see like Western movies, they don't expect.
maybe they do. Because I feel like we kind of a bit expected that is gonna be. I think the like what you think just consuming media, and obviously those people are like maybe more aiming to achieve those standards, etc.
Yeah.
And it's similar in the West as well. Like the people who are more in the spotlight, they're
Yeah.
trying to kind of look more attractive for more people because for them it's like success.
Yeah, true. So
I mean, it's not like success just looking, but like it helps them with their job.
true. Yeah, it depends on like what type of job you have. Like if you are a model, then you have certain aspects you need to take care of.
Yeah,
If you are
obviously.
into like just in front of camera all the time, then obviously there's a certain way you need to look and act as, personality wise. So in terms of like idol culture, I feel like they are just like very public people. So like, and they're often to get criticized based on their look so easily. Like if you gain weight, you get criticized.
Oh my god, yes.
If you wear, or there's a mishap in your outfit during a performance or something, you get criticized. If you dyed your hair short, or it looks fried or something, then you get criticized.
Yeah, but if your hair looks fried, should be the first one to tell you.
This is okay.
Which
Like
is fine.
it's
It's facts,
fine.
right?
I love fried hair.
Yeah, but I think it's a big thing in Korean internet. You'll get criticized if you're not considered like more universally beautiful in a sense. Like you don't match
Yeah.
those Korean standards. And there's like examples of like so many idols who had a really tough, especially beginnings of their career, because then like when they gain fans through their music and their work, and obviously there are people who find them very attractive and beautiful, but I think because they didn't match those standards, it
Yeah.
was very difficult for them at the beginning, and especially they were so young and they would get hate for something they cannot really change that easily. So like the first person coming to my mind is BTS RM.
Yeah, poor boy. So I feel like he got criticized because he was not fitting into certain beauty standards, Korean beauty standards, and he just got criticized so much for it. But then,
Look at him now, right?
yeah, he's the
Like
leader of the biggest boy group in
in the world,
in the
like
world in K-pop.
in K-pop in the world, and I think it only like made him stronger and showing all those haters. It was like a big kind of arc for BTS
Yeah,
on so many levels, coming from a small company, building it into like one of the biggest music companies
true.
globally.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it was like I think at the beginning he got so much hate, especially being a leader as well. He was trying to kind of shield the rest of the group from it, and so much of it was just falling on him.
yeah,
And similarly, I think we were talking about Jessie.
yeah. Jessie as well. So because she grew up in America, she has that very westernized fashion style, and also like just because you grew up there, there are bound to be changes in your behavior and your day-to-day life, and people in Korea were just not accepting her, how would
Yeah,
I say, boldness, or just like her nature. So she got heavy criticism for it, but then she's under a controversy now as well.
yeah, but I think she also mentioned like she was very open about like the the
Her
hate she got like
and
coming to
also like
Korea and
she was
plastic
very,
surgery.
yeah,
She was
that,
very open about it, and like how then she got a bit more very consumed by it and like wanted to chase that beauty standard, and then
yeah, and
she
then,
wasn't happy with the
yeah, and then
end
she did,
result.
yeah, she did say like she's got some regrets in terms of like what plastic surgery she's done, and she just wanna undo themselves, which is nice. Like she's open to like there are mistakes you can always make, and you wanna correct them or something. She's all right.
Yes, and I think, but also like when it comes to plastic surgeries, that kind of what she mentioned, and I think there are so many people who would say that they regret plastic surgeries and they were too young
And
making
naive,
those
yeah.
decisions. I think even Bella Hadid, like she mentioned, she wishes she hadn't had her nose job done
Mm,
because she even I think she meant like more at that age, and she would possibly she would have like grown into her nose, or if she didn't when she was older. Like now she kind of probably has this what if mentality. What if she didn't do it? How would she look like?
yeah.
So I think it is kind of sad if like the
But it's also
industry.
like part of growing up as well when you think about it. Like you were young, you were naive, you wanted to do some stuff. That's fine, you've done it. You've regretted over it. That's fine, it's alright. You said your buys. You can't.
Stay by your nose. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I
she
think
can undo it
I
now.
think yeah, the thing is like when you're young, especially if you making those decisions when something you cannot really go back to easily.
See, that's where like K-pop culture falls into like, you know, so if you don't have adult supervision, if you're like very young, there are like some decisions that you would want to make when if you're younger, like maybe like in your teen years, because you see that idol culture, like having clear skin, becoming more whiter or paler,
Yeah.
like date and just becoming skinny, that kind of that sort of like mentality would then affect you and while
Hmm.
growing up, because a you are young and now you're prone to do some decision or make some decisions
Yeah.
that like obviously you might regret it later on in your life. So that's where like I think K-pop culture should really highlight the things they've done.
Yeah, but that's something like for me. I don't care if you got plastic surgery. If you got plastic surgery, you're happy about it and you talk about it, great. I would like cheer for you. I do love a well done plastic surgery. I'm like a plastic surgery spotter. I love a beautifully made nose. I see a beautiful nose. I'm like, woo. I have a photo. No, it's going to be like I'm such a fake K-pop fan because I don't remember the guy's name. The 80s leader. I have the photo of him, like one specific photo shoot. And I'm saying to everyone, like, this is like the most beautiful nose. I was showing to my mother, I was showing it to my friends, like when we mentioned noses and plastic surgeries, like obviously it's fake. Sorry if you think it's real. Obviously it is fake nose. It is nose that is like made, but it's such a well made nose. And I
Wow.
appreciate seeing that. And I appreciate the beautiful natural nose as well. And I
Yeah.
think there's nothing wrong with either, as long as you're not lying about it.
Yeah.
That is my problem with plastic surgeries. If you like
Achieve
got
it
the
aesthetically, then yeah. If you like want to lie about it, then just don't say anything.
yeah,
No one's
just
asking you. Just don't say anything.
yeah, stay quiet about it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. It's your body, your like
You
your
do you.
life. Yeah, you do you. Just don't lie about it. Because for me, it's so annoying when persons like people obviously notice the change and they're like, yeah, it was just healthy diet. It was just me growing up and
Blah blah blah.
and like in
yeah.
K-pop fans are very defensive about it.
Yeah, true.
So
They
defensive.
would go to lengths just to defend like your idol hasn't done something,
thing
but
is, like,
clearly
The idol doesn't say a word about it. They like stay quiet. It's like in K-pop, it's a very common thing. They don't really talk about their plastic surgeries, the procedures they got done. I think it's like a very hush topic. But then the fans, I think in our culture it's more common to talk about things like that, and we see someone got like, I don't know, got like a new jawline or a new hairline or whatever. We see it. I think we're happy we notice it. We're like, wow, well done us. And like, oh, or have you seen this person's new teeth? Or and I think we don't talk about it negatively. We just like recognize it. That's it, pretty much. And
we listen and we don't judge.
yeah, listen, we don't judge. But I think in Korea, or not even Korea, just in Korea, but like K-pop culture is a big thing. Like you would say, oh, this person got this done, and the comments would go crazy. Like they would flood your comments, like, no, they just grew up. Like just compared to their picture when they were that age, pre-debut, whatever. And one thing I gotta tell you guys, even if your idol is like the most talented golden
Beautiful person, yeah.
golden boy, right? I don't think they're that talented to grow like a silicone nose implant naturally.
Overnight.
Yeah, overnight. Yeah, and like pre-debut photos. That's the thing about Korea. They get those plastic surgeries so young.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can like.
But isn't there some sort of a legal age where you cannot just do plastic surgery? What is the age limit in?
I have no idea. I should Google it. I'm very curious why I said that.
Yeah.
Because I think it is becoming more and more common. Even for younger, even like here in the West. Like,
yeah. What's the minimum age
Okay.
limit where you cannot have
I
procedures
bet like
done?
minimum age for plastic
surgery.
Okay, in the UK here, generally consider 18 years old.
Okay.
But in specific circumstances, like legally in general, legal consent is 16-year-old, but like I think plastic surgeons, they usually put it at 18.
Then do you need to, if you're under 18, do you need to have an adult supervision, some sort of waiver form signed by your parents?
Well, I think
there must be, right?
I mean, you must have but I think it just made doctors here, they just wouldn't do it. And I think it is probably changing, maybe more in like in the US, when you get like kids these days, they're growing up faster in a way, and I think many parents do support that, and I don't know if I agree with that, but I think you would probably get like that age lowering. And I think it's like of the courtesy of the doctor and what they think, and hopefully it's just safe and healthy.
Yeah.
But I think in Korea, it is like a lower age, and like parents do support it culturally as well a bit more. And you would like get children for I don't know which birthday. Like, it's a common gift, like to get plastic surgery for a child. Or
Wow.
yeah, wait.
Can I get a nose job gift
From who?
from my parents? I'm
In
sure they're
Korea.
gonna kick me out.
Plastic surgery Korea.
Yeah.
Age limit, I guess. Okay, minimum age is everyone is saying generally 18.
Oh, okay.
I would say like nose job. They're saying for girls, you can get 16. It's like I think it's also like a lot. Oh, some people saying like idols, many idols get that 14, 15.
Oh,
Or
that's
like,
a very young age.
so obviously you have to
Wow.
have like parent supervision or guardian, but also I don't know if it sits with me, right? Like those doctors who obviously must abide by some rules, but it's also it's
feel
not like legal rules only. I think it should be also your
It's just too young.
like moral, like your moral compass.
Yeah.
It wouldn't sit with me, right? Like a doctor doing surgeries.
Like if I do plastic surgery now I've got enough sense and mind, I would be okay with it. But if I was younger and then I did it and someone washed my nose, I would be mad
yeah,
and
you'll
upset.
regret it for sure. And like also at that age, you're still developing. Your bone structure might change. Like you'd grow. Like my nose, for example, when I was a child, I used to have like super straight line here, and then I got this bump that grew when I was like at a certain age. So your like nose, like not even nose, like bone structure changes. It is quite common. Like you get older, you lose your fat on your face. So there's
Yeah.
so much that changes. So I think when you get some things too young, you don't really know how this gonna affect your look when those natural changes happen. So I think
Yeah.
they're like my doctors. They have for different surgeries. They
And
do
also
have
like maintenance after you get your nose job, do you need or like any sort of plastic surgery, do you need to top up?
you top up your nose job. I mean, I feel like I'm a plastic surgery expert here, you guys.
Yeah, I feel like that this is also very like risky part.
Yeah.
There's just so many nerves connecting
Oh,
your
true.
eyes, face,
Nerves. Yeah.
here.
I'm gonna do like a medical episode.
But I saw somewhere on TikTok like this lady
Oh
who
my
got
God,
her
yes.
fillers done and she lost her eye
Yeah.
in the process.
Yeah, she went to Korea specifically to get it. So I think you have to be, if you're getting any procedures done, make sure research.
Research, yeah.
Good place. Like they have all medical certificates needed. Obviously, there's always a risk, but you want to make sure you're going to the best people possible.
Mm.
But yeah, I think it became like a plastic surgery talk.
Plastic talk.
Yeah, plastic monsters. Her favorite topic.
That's true.
We
love our plastic monster.
We love our plastic, but oh, nose. One thing I don't like. You have a nice nose, but then you put your like head up.
And also like Korea in terms of plastic surgeries. So even while we were at the hotel, you remember?
Oh my! There's like this culture of people traveling there.
And we've seen it firsthand. There's so many plastic surgeon clinics in
Yes.
Korea. We were in Apujang area, Cheongdam-dong. That's where
Yeah.
we lived for our trip. And oh my god, in the hotel itself, you can see people coming every day
All,
with
like wrapped up in bandages.
Yeah.
Like
And
the girl barely could walk, like her friends, because she was so swollen and I think in pain.
we've seen it firsthand. So and it's just not like people of like young age, people of older ages were also got something done, and we saw it. We were like, wow.
Yeah. I mean,
The beauty standards are unreal.
yeah, but then it's like
It's very competitive if you think about it.
it's very competitive, and also
Wow.
like in a sense, but it's in a sense they don't talk about it that openly when you get something done, idols, etc. But then it's very normalized getting it done, which is quite interesting because I think
it's like an unsaid fact. Oh, like when you see someone, like if I was an idol, I got a nose job, and you got a nose
Yeah,
job
but you
from the
wouldn't-
same place. We'd be
like you wouldn't comment on that like to the world. But then I think here it's a bit different. Like I don't think getting plastic surgery is something that's kind of normalized.
Yeah, here in UK. Because it's expensive.
Not even like I think in the West in general. I don't think. Yeah, it's very expensive.
And also you need to research your clinics.
Yeah, it's not that like.
Every street has clinics.
Yeah, it's
now.
not like every person gets it. It's like you have to research. It's not. I don't know any plastic surgery clinic in London. If you ask me, like, I don't know.
But
where
if you were
this-
to have plastic surgery, would you rather have it in UK or Korea?
Well, I think I will go to Poland because it's cheaper than UK, and I can communicate probably better when it comes to medical terms because my first language. And then I feel like this is one thing I've seen people mention. In Korea, they're more trained to kind of work on Asian structure face, so it's very different. And there are people who get like even Botox, like they're different muscle kind of structure. So they'll get Botox, which like the estheticians or doctors do there, and it works for Asian face because it's different muscle structure or like face structure. But on like more like it's just different ethnicity, it doesn't look that well.
It doesn't look same.
Yeah, so I would like to probably go to someone who's more like experienced in my kind of face. So I think it's important. Don't just go blindly to Korea because your idol looks so beautiful if you want to get plastic surgery. But obviously, we just spoke about like plastic surgery and all that, but there are kind of less invasive procedures
that can be done.
Can be done, and this is like quite a positive impact. The Korean skincare. On,
I
like,
love Korean skincare.
Yeah.
I think that's the holy grail in my
Oh, absolutely. I think
my life.
like 90% of my skincare is Korean.
Definitely mine too. It's just like all the Korean, and it helps. It has helped my skin so much to look better.
I think it is like a positive effect of the beauty standards
Yeah,
because they all want to achieve that beautiful glass skin. Those like products are so well researched. They kind of look for the best ingredients. There's so
best of
much
everything,
work
yeah.
put into it. Like you can be sure. Like obviously everybody's got different skin type. Something else would work for you.
Yeah.
But then you know that this is a product that was like
That's just gonna sit right well with you.
yeah, if it's right for a skin type and all. But it's a well-made product and like researched well.
Yeah, and also like now that Korean skincare is coming, it's available everywhere in UK.
I'm so happy about that. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's in Boots, it's Super Drugs. It's just becoming that one thing like people
in my job, I don't want to say where I work, but I do skincare for like a company, and basically there's this one brand I used to buy for ages, and the first time I got it was just in Sephora when I was back in Poland. Then I was struggling so much to get here. I had to get from like crazy stores, pay so much for shipping. And now it's like a bit more available, still a bit difficult, but it's in some stores. And then we got it recently because I work in that department, and I've seen the name. Oh, we can that brand Belief, right? I've seen it like, oh my god, because I'm kind of responsible of like raising orders and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna raise order for that. I'm gonna get discount. I can get my favorite skincare. And then what happened? They just bought it for like a new store, and we can only get like with discount in our store specifically. Kind of like no, you can get only in store. No, I think all stores you get discount, but the one in London, no, we don't have it for it. It's just for like a store in Scotland. I was so mad. I should speak to my buyers and be like, guys, I need this. I'm gonna buy it. You're gonna have sales. Oh yeah, maybe I should like hit them up for samples.
Yeah.
One day.
Samples.
Yeah, Believe sponsor us. I actually use it for like the last 7-8 years. And look at my skin.
Aww.
Believe, please send me some goodies.
Sponsors.
Yeah. Like a true ambassador. But yeah, skincare is a very positive aspect.
Yeah.
And I think just like well maintained image. Like you whatever it means to you. You just like take care of yourself. Self-care.
Yeah. That's true. And I feel like that's a very positive influence Korean culture, like K-pop has influenced on like taking care of your skin?
Yeah,
Because I can
absolutely.
see idols, they use so many face masks just to maintain their skin moisture levels, and
Yeah.
just
And I
like
think they do, as K-pop and like Korean culture became so much more popular, it is normalizing it. And even if you look at men, for example, um, like a few years ago, if you look at the like Western men taking care of themselves, like the skin, it was like
it's
something
a big taboo.
crazy.
Yeah,
It was like, whoa, like
men can't do
what?
that. Men are
Yeah,
just
men
men.
just like use soap for everything and that's it.
Yeah,
And like if men is like taking care of himself, like men getting manicured, that was outrageous or whatever. Yeah, but now I think because it became Korean culture helped a lot in that,
yeah, that we
in
can see like
normalizing that,
men there taking care of themselves, their skin.
and it's
And
fine.
there's
It's
like different skin care lines for men specifically, like
yes,
they use, and they even use like feminine products, like some products which are like good for your skin, but they are looked as, oh, they're too feminine.
yeah, and I
Like
think
for example, toner pads, like K-pop idols, men especially, they use a lot, and they have like beautiful skin and stuff.
yeah, but I think like even in the West, it's not to that extent. But I think because
It's
K-pop it
slowly and
became more
gradually
popular,
changing.
I think it must have had some impact.
Yeah, definitely is.
So this is a very positive,
Like I can
the
say for
well
my,
grooming.
my brother,
Oh my god, my
he
bread. Yeah, go for it. We can like gossip about brothers.
so what he did, so my relatives, they just recently came over to UK to
Yeah.
meet me and stuff. So my brother, he ordered a bunch of skincare from me, all Korean
Oh, oh,
skincare.
lovely.
Yeah, so I had to get it and
Is
set.
he glowing now and looking all beautiful?
Yeah, so he's got like good skin now. He's using all sort of like good products, and he's researching about it, and he's just messaging me on WhatsApp like, can you please get me this,
Oh,
this,
that's
this,
so
this?
nice.
Can you get me Bioden's mask and stuff?
Wow.
And
But
I was just like, oh my god, my skincare, okay, I do spend a lot, but his spending was too much.
really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's basically it's normal. It's fine. Like my brother, it's not to that extent, but I think also my brother's a bit older, so like we grew
Mm,
up in different times as well, a
yeah.
bit. So he never used anything. Like he had really bad acne growing up,
Mm,
and he would go to dermatologists and stuff. He would get all the like medication and all.
mm,
Nothing helped. But he also wasn't using my. He's like a person. He doesn't use anything on his face.
mm.
He's that kind of guy. No SPF, no for moisturizer. I was telling him, but he's like, "What? I don't need that." And now like his acne went away. To be fair, like his skin's good. But one thing which was crazy, like when we went to Korea, I got some face masks, right?
Yeah.
And I gave some to my mom, and like because he had acne, now it's like fine-ish. Like it's fine. He doesn't have like active acne much. But there's one like tea tree oil
Oh yeah, I remember you
from
get it. So
Medi Hills. Like I gave it to him. He used it, and he was like, "Oh my god, my skin was so amazing after that." And then when I went home next time, he was talking about it, and like I went because it is still available like in normal like stores in Poland. So I got him a few more, and recently he called me like, "Oh, I ran out of face masks again," and he asked me like, "Where can he buy?"
oh.
He loves them, so I think it's a very positive thing. I was just trying to like when we are younger. Just convince him use a moisturizer, use anything, and you see Korean face masks. That's the only thing that worked.
Wow, look at that.
The power of Korean skincare.
Yeah.
But are there any, you think, negative aspects of that standards?
Yeah, I'm sure like a beauty standards, when we see like body types, we've noticed like when we both went to Korea, there are normal people
Yeah.
who are not skinny, who are not that tall, who are short or even shorter, which was completely fine. We were so shocked, and we thought like we wouldn't find clothes our sizes, but it was perfectly fine. Like we could find all sort of sizes. It's just so healthy. I felt so
I think it's
relieved.
healthy in the sense like you see it, but maybe it's not might not be as healthy like if the standard is being skinny. Because I think for us, like we are more open, different body types. Like you
Yeah.
appreciate it. I think as long as you're healthy, it works. But then I think in the Korea, and I think it changes as well. Don't get me wrong. When I see like Korean creators talking about it, but I think especially older generations and like the ones that shaped kind of the pop culture and it kind of stays a bit in people's minds. They have like this skinny, lean body type that's perfect. And there are stores like the sizes are smaller. But I think Korean they do have like Koreans they have
do run
smaller
small
frames.
sizes. That's true. We did notice that, but then it's not like you couldn't find like large, extra large sizes for yourself, or like for people who are just a bit more on the plus side, because we saw it in Korea. There are people like that.
Yeah,
And
true.
I think they just dress up very like comfortably. It's not
Mm,
that visible, like
true.
just like oversized clothes so much, like you don't see it. But then when we went there, it was just like complete 360 different view of what.
That's another pet peeve of mine. If you mess up like mathematical sayings, 360s, you end up in the same thing.
Oh, 180.
Yeah, I do. Like I'm very with pet peeves. Crooked nose on the inside. If you say 360, and also when people mistake percentage with percentage points, I'm like
Percentage points, like percentile.
no, percentile is something else than percentage points. So I don't want to get into maths. Whatever.
Next session we'll be talking about maths.
Next session is gonna be maths class with ZUZU because you don't know
And
your
there's a no maths,
you
so
don't know
she's
your
gonna trade me.
angles. You don't know your like percentages, girl.
Oh, I know angle. I know 90. I know 45. Obtuse, acute.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's fine then. We can
No
continue
maths
then.
class. I got
Oh.
saved.
Yeah, pass. Okay. To be Susan got the weirdest pet peeves. Other people don't like when people chill out. She doesn't like if you say something incorrect mathematics wise.
Mathematics.
Yeah.
So you. Next class will be math class.
Next episode mathematics.
I hate maths.
I used to laugh. I think like I lost a lot of when you don't practice, you don't remember.
Hate it. Still hate.
I was so good at maths that I loved it.
I hated it.
Oh, I love maths.
Somehow I always got like passing.
No, you know
marks.
what I like about maths? Because other things can be confusing. And like beauty standards, very subjective. In maths, there are some parts of it that can be subjective, like how your thought process getting there. But at the end of the day, like there are parts of it that are very objective if you get the right results. Like you cannot have an equation have like there are some that you can get either or, but to get a correct answer you have to like list both. But maths is very in many senses like okay, not all aspect, but like equations and stuff. It is very objective.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So if you have like more analytical mind, don't go into like creative fields because you'll be hard in life like me. Okay,
Coming back to the topic.
This could be live therapy session.
Live med session.
Okay, yeah. Negative aspect. We're talking about body weight standards. I think especially for like Western world, when we're pursuing K-pop, I think that obsession over weight can be harmful. Because I saw like idols, and for them it is kind of something that is an achievement in a sense. They work hard towards it, they work out, they diet for comebacks, etc. And they like would show their weight, and then in our culture it can be very negatively perceived, and I don't think it's something like to show as much.
Yeah.
And I remember in K-pop, like Bang Chang from Stray Kids. Australia. Yeah, but I think he said something really nice about that topic, because I remember he said weight means nothing. You can have like different bone density, like different bone structure can affect that. Like it's just a number, and that's why I don't really like people showing number, and like especially for younger fans, it can become some kind of like aspirational thing.
Mm.
But for their body type, it can be unachievable in a healthy way. And I think it's important, like, to have healthy goals when it comes, especially to your body or like beauty.
Yeah, that's very true, because I feel like just that awareness is also very important, like how you think, like if you're younger, like having such body standard is normal, but it's not. It's just like harmful ways to achieve
I don't know,
an
like kind of cheat sheets.
angelic lifestyle, idyllic body type.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned it a bit before, but like for idols, it is part of their job.
Yeah.
Looking good, being presentable, and I think you, as fans, you should be aware of that. Like, they do have time for it during the day. It is for them like like something, maybe not they don't have to, but probably it's like pleasurable
It's
for
a part
them.
of
It's a
their
part
job.
of the job,
Yep.
looking good, right? They are shown to thousands of people. They're on TV. They're like
Yes,
very much
TV ads,
present.
extra 5 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like us being just fans, like we don't have many
That
of us the
time.
time for it. It's
Like
not
we have
part of the
other
job, right?
priorities, and
Like,
then
yeah,
we got
everyone's got,
school, we got jobs, we
yeah,
got
exactly.
uni,
And
studying, anything.
you know, if it is important to you, taking care of your appearance, like there's nothing shameful of it. It's not vain, like some people would try to shame you, or it's a positive thing. But if you don't find it important, it's fine. Like, you don't have to go to the gym and diet every day, and it's maybe it's not your priority,
No.
and it doesn't make you any less money
Time,
as well,
money,
and
right
connections,
people.
right
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But they're people too. They're aging. They have their complex. They have,
They're not gonna look the same.
yeah. They're not like, they're the same in a sense. You and me, like, they're human,
Yeah.
and like the way that they're being portrayed in by the industry or just social media,
It's a bit unrealistic.
it
like-
is, yeah.
Like when you and me, when we meet up, we always talk about how good their natural skin is. Like we
Yeah.
love textured skin. We love our pimples.
We love seeing a pimple. We love seeing like wrinkles forming. We have clips like from our videos. I think when we did video reaction or performance reaction, like, wow, we just realized like they're getting old.
They are getting old, yeah, and you
Like,
can see it. Like
and I'm getting old, and you're getting old. Like, everyone is getting older. Like, we cannot escape time, and it's just something natural.
yeah,
So
as Jackson said, it's the
gravity, yeah, it's catching up to us as well.
Yes.
But it's catching up to idols, and I think it's fine if you wanna do something.
But
with
yeah, that's the
it.
thing. Like guys, it's not gonna last long to them. Probably next 5-6 years, and then they're gonna look old.
Yeah, and you can like you can overdo it, and it's gonna be like counterproductive. The effect's gonna be worse.
True.
So yeah, just I think that is like important message we can finish with. We're all people.
Yeah,
We're
and
all
if you wanna
aging.
get surgeries or anything, then that's
It's fine.
completely fine. You don't wanna say it, that's all right.
You
But-
wanna work out. You wanna. Well, I'm kind of bit against dieting culture. Like, if you wanna eat healthy, eat healthy. If you
Need your calories, then eat calories.
yeah, but like stay healthy
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah,
Stay
but
safe.
yeah, it's like they're idols. They have this certain standard, and hopefully they all want to kind of adhere to that. And I wish all the idols, like, if they don't want to, they could just be themselves.
Yeah. Just
And just like, I think the most important thing, beauty is subjective.
yeah, it is subjective.
It's in the eyes of the beholder. Like,
True.
you can see Mingyu, you can see the most attractive mentor. I'm gonna see Mingyu, he's okay.
Yeah. For me, it's like Mingyu's like really good looking.
Yeah, I would like admit that, but is he the most beautiful person for me? No, and it's fine. And the same, like, you specifically, there are people who gonna say he, she, them, they're not my type.
Yeah.
And there will be a person or people who find you the most beautiful creature in the world. So
Yeah. I mean, that's completely fine and it's alright.
and it's same
But
for
just
idols.
like not criticizing, that's the main point was like for the whole video. It's just like heavy criticism is not okay in good or
Yeah,
good way is fine, but like
don't
bad,
judge.
yeah.
Don't judge. Don't lie
Yeah.
about your plastic surgeries, procedures,
And
whatever.
I hope you all have a nice nose
Yeah,
for
not.
jokes.
Yeah, I
Nose
hope if I
jobs.
see your nose, you get your nose done.
Let us know.
if I see it. Well, I wouldn't say to someone's face like they pushed up your nose, but I hope if you get your nose done, it's beautiful on the outside, but
And
as
also
much
on the
on
inside.
the inside. And on
And
that
it's healthy.
note, I think we should finish this episode. And if you
On
want,
the nose.
yeah, on the nose subject,
Let's finish this episode on a nose job.
on the nose job. And I think next episode after our math class, we can like look at our favorite idols, look for the plastic.
I'm dreading for your math class.
Very much actually do it. I'm getting pretty
Aw.
cool. I don't remember my maths, so don't worry. Yeah, no maths class for me. But yeah, we're gonna finish on the nose job, and maybe next week we're gonna get a nose job. Just for this.
Oh, we can
for
do
this
a
show?
nice podcast from our nose job esthetician place. Like,
Oh my god, I have.
how
a
are
fri-
you feeling?
I do have friends. I have 2 friends that got nose jobs. Shout out to them.
Ooh.
Love them all. And actually, I really loved. Like they were so happy about it. They would like send me pictures of them like just after, or like we're getting checkups and.
Ooh, wow.
And I think that's the attitude you should have about like any procedure you're getting done.
You
That
should be
something
happy.
makes you better about yourself, more confident, like healthier. Perfect. You should be proud. And if you don't want to talk about it, but for some reason don't talk about it, just don't lie about it. And if you are the kind of person that manages to grow silicone in your face, let us know. We'd love to have you in this podcast.
Yes.
And talk about it, and maybe it will be.
It shows how you grew.
It's gonna be like some sort of miracle. He's gonna become like a saint. He is for many people, but
He is.
yeah,
Our golden
our golden saint.
Yes. All right. See you guys next
See you
week.
guys. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.